15 whole games deep into the league, still going relatively strong. One very questionable result I'm not particularly happy about. But overall, I'm having a pretty good time. As you can see, at the moment we are 6th in the league. Wow, we're having a wonderful, wonderful time. Only the one loss since you were last with us, which we'll run through straight away in a bit more depth. But before we do so, if you could do me the favour of liking, subscribing, showing your support on the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Really would help get my little ugly face out of there. And then you might even see more of me. Wonderful stuff. So we had last episode going off the Fenerbahce and Tottenham games, 6 goals, only 4 conceded, which is it's excessive. Followed that up with a 2-1 win against Ipswich. Pretty tricky game for us, if we're honest. A 0-0 draw then at Arsenal, which I was pretty happy about. Another 3-1 win against Fenerbahce. Watkins and McGinn scoring the goals for us. Following that up with a 6-1 mauling against Crystal Palace. And then natural follow-up to that, a loss against Wolves, who are mid to lower Premier League. So, not ideal. Came back, though, with a bounce against Kucherichi, a 3-1 win with Firmino getting a hat-trick, 2-1 win against West Ham, a 3-0 against Fulham, and most recently a 4-1 win away from home at Newcastle, which, I've got to be honest, isn't far from the actual result that happened. Just flipped and another goal for the winning team, but we'll ignore it, it's fine. We have Rijeka for our first game in the episode, but before we jump into that, got a little tiny bit of news to update you on. So if we change this from all transfers to future transfers, we've got him. We've got the boy, we've got a new right back, wonderful time. So we've signed Arda Güler and Tino Livramento for £39 million together. I mean, just look at the state of them. Just look at him. Wonder kid, centre attacking mid, happy days. And then we've got another right back, wonder kid, right back, happy days. He's not listed as wonder kid now, but he was when I signed him. Either way, a buttload of potential. We'll go into the game against Rijeka. Obviously, we're knowing that we're basically done in our group. At the moment, we've got 15 points from a possible 15 and a plus 13 goal difference. The only team in the group who actually has a positive goal difference as well. So we're going to play a pretty heavily rotated squad. Let ourselves play out some youngsters. David De Gea has had a chat with me and he says, "Boss man, I'm not happy with how many games I'm being played." So I was like, "What about you be our continental goalkeeper?" And he said, "Cool beans." Which is fortunate because every other goalkeeper in my team is injured. which is less than helpful. Martinez is obviously the one that hurts the most. He currently is still got 8 days to 2 weeks out. Broke his finger and he's been out in total for about 4 weeks. Or at least he will be when he's back. So, not ideal. We do have Manu in a few days. So we want to try and make sure we can play a rotated squad as much as possible here. So we'll take Cash out, put Philogene in. We'll take Destiny out and put Moreno in. We have also had Dean pick up quite a nasty injury as well. As I said, it's not great. We've got Ramsey playing the centre attacking mid. I'm going to replace him with his brother. So we'll have Ramsey playing centre attacking mid. Do you know what? We'll play Brereton Diaz and Keenan Davies as our strikers. Just because why not? And we'll have Dougie and John McGinn playing in that midfield too. So let's hop into it. Music's kicking in. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. No one here really that we need to be concerned about. Marko Pasalic, is that your chap that played at Chelsea? No, I think that was Mario Pasalic. I honestly don't know who any of these chaps are, but it's fine. It is of no concern to ourselves. We'll hop through here, carry through into the game. Danilo has a throw on the right side, puts it up towards Frigan, back into Danilo, looped over to that back post, but De Gea comes rushing out to gather, and clasp. I've lost completely where I am. Jaden's having a wonderful time on that right side. Brereton Diaz has managed to be put in, and Vukovic knocks it out. Moreno picks up the loose ball on that left side, into Ramsey, and he strikes the post. But someone's been kicked up in the air, and they've got a penalty. I've just realised I was going to try and play Kellyman in this game. I assume he's not in the squad, even though I'm pretty sure I remember putting him in there. But either way, Dougie scored the penalty for us. Happy days. we've all got to sit there and deal with that whole Glasp situation. A throw in. Vukovic on that left side. Puts it towards Pasalic. Jadon does manage to get possession. He's been really good out on that right side, which I told you he would be, didn't I? We all knew he would. No one was concerned and didn't expect it to happen at all, did we? Danilo, good knock forward from him. Gets past his man. Good, dangerous ball in. Mattia Frigan puts it back on 1-1. Pretty much on the stroke of half time. Brereton Diaz gets past his man on the right side. He's got some bodies in the middle. He doesn't even find any of them. I think, do you know what, to be fair, there's a handful of times in this formation. Keenan Davis is good now. There's a handful of times in this formation where the ball's cleared out to the wing and our guys are just there and nobody's around. So I don't know if it's a little bit of a, I can't think what the word is. A little bit of an exploit maybe that I've unintentionally stumbled across. But I'm happy for it. We'll take that and we'll assume that it's just our unbridled genius and massive immense of talent that we have. I think we need to show everyone the praise that we're not. Hoping to come away from this group stage with 18 points. Significantly more than actual Villa are going to get, considering we've already lost a game, but we can just pretend that didn't happen. Literally like an hour before the AZ kick-off at the moment. I'm hacking it. Pasalic puts the ball in towards the back post. Umtiti nods away. Jankovic goes with a bicycle kick. De Gea gathers. Beautiful stuff. We'll drop some praise on the boys and hopefully won't see too much more. 15 minutes left now. We've made 3 subs, bringing in Kilman, Tielemans and Archer, just to kind of keep some of those legs fresh. I was also in the idea of, bearing in mind we have that Man U game coming, try and, as I say, keep those fresh legs for the backups, subs, etc. that we might need. Moreno started to push his way into the area, heavy touch, lost possession. Tielemans, Amar Bamidele, out on the right side for Jadon. Back into McGinn. 3 guys loitering around in the middle here. So if we can either work our way out to the wing and whip it in, or just slot it through to them, that'll be beautiful stuff. We are only 1 goal to the good at the moment, which I'm not particularly comfortable with. Jadon has it on that right side. Gets it into Ramsey. A few of the guys tried to make runs. Didn't need to. And Ramsey just puts it wide. Mitrovic has the ball in the middle. Knocks it forward. Chambers, for some reason, heads that away. Had plenty of time to bring it down, but it's fine. Into McGinn. Davies. Tielemans. Ramsey through. It was a great ball up. Weren't able to kind of take it cleanly. McGinn. And he's tried to bend that. He's tried to bend it. Fair play. So Tielemans is sat over the resulting corner now. We've got a few bodies outside. Not too many people forward. I do let my set piece coach do like kind of everything. So that might be his decision as to why we only had a handful of men up. But Labrovic has the ball for them. About 2 minutes of the game left. I don't know how important a result is for Rijeka. Obviously they need top 2. Because they can't drop into a 4th tier European tournament until they make that one up. But maybe a win would have been important for them and we're just ruining it just for a bit of an ego boost. But get over yourselves. It's fine. Tielemans' shot goes just over. We'll have a little butchers now how this is affecting Rijeka. So, as it stands, Fenerbahce are going through by 2. So if we were to have lost this, Rijeka would have got the 10 points they needed and qualification, but they didn't, so suck it. Onwards we go. For the game against Man U, we are going with De Gea in goal because we have little to no choice. Martinez's injury is now only orange, so that's better than red. Just simply how colours work. Concert, Carlos and Kilman, our usual nice alliterative back 3. Cash and Udogie to complete the defence. Kamara and Tielemans are our 2 boys in the middle with Ramsey just ahead of them. And Firmino and Watkins are usual 2 up top. You've probably noticed how good Ollie Watkins is doing. I didn't mention it. He's played 22 games so far, scored 27 goals, because the man's a joke. Let's get some more for him. Man U lining up with their 4-3-3 and obviously Victor Osimhen up top because they've got money to spend. That's the only reason. I don't believe there's anyone else that I've spotted that they're signed, so it seems to just be Osimhen and Ceballos in the middle. Not too bad. Garnacho and Anthony on the wings. Sorry, I'm calling them Man U. It's Man UFC, of course. It's not Man U. It's different, and that badge isn't actually the... Oh dear. Udoji has a throw on that left side. Back to Kilman. He's got a few people puttering about. Carlos into Kamara. Just keep possession, boys. Don't do anything silly. Beautiful. Nice ball out to Cash, who has picked up a booking inside 17 minutes, which I'm not particularly keen on. Carlos, we do have, I believe, Jaden on the bench, so we can bring him on if Cash is looking a little bit risque, but we're still in possession. Fine. Firmino knocks it forward. Watkins is definitely onside. He has scored. Lino's flagging. What's he flagging for? I'm pretty sure Ramsey was off. Definitely not Watkins. He disallowed it. See, this is what happens when you play the big teams. You get goals disallowed for no reason. Let's have a little butchers. Yeah, he's offside. Okay, fair enough. Varane on the ball for Man U in their defence. Over to Martinez, the short king himself. Henderson, of course they've got Henderson in goal because they haven't bought Anana, and we have Mr. Haya. Casemiro out towards Wan-Bissaka. This, I don't know. To be honest, from this, if we can pick up a draw, I'll be pretty happy. Obviously, we're at home, so we've got the advantage. We've been scoring for fun mostly, apart from Wolves for some reason. They've ruled it out again, haven't they? Right, what are we going to do? Let's have a look when the VAR thing comes up. Are we going to put our arms in the air, guys? No, it's been disallowed again. God's sake. I think I might need to have a sit down with Watkins at half time, just refresh him with the offside rules. Ooh, so close. Anthony with the corner towards the near post. Firmino nods it away. Old Liverpool legend. Getting one over on Man U again. Oh no, Garnacho's put that wide somehow. Oh, he was offside anyway. That's fine. It's fine. I particularly am going to be pretty triggered if Anthony scores, because I've got some sort of fantasy thing going on with Andrew actually. We picked up Anthony at the start of last season, and I'm pretty sure he's scored like 2 goals. Like, sort yourself out. Stop it. You're a striker. Do some striking. Tielemans, all the way back to Kilman. Udoji. Cash hasn't really got much room out here, but do you know what? He's found some. Ball's out to him. He's going to score. Of course he is. It's Matty Cash. Nah, never mind. Gives it to Firmino, though. He scores. Wonderful. Lino's not getting involved this time. Beautiful stuff. I've got to be honest. From what we've seen, I'm looking at us and thinking we should comfortably be winning this. Our XG isn't anywhere near as strong as theirs, but bear in mind we have had 2 goals ruled out, which then means that the shots they would have had have been, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Still chasing Grealish, by the way, of course. I think that's become like a side project for the save. It's win Champions League, re-sign Grealish. They're the 2 main goals for the save. He still wants nothing to do with us. But I've harassed him with 2 separate players. I think McGinn and Tyrone Mings I've both told to go out in the press and have a chat with him. I've attended a few of their games. I'm doing everything I can. Got to bring the boy home. Wan-Bissaka is the throw-in on the right side. Ceballos into Anthony just inside the area. Made himself a bit of room and scored. Of course he has. Literally told you why I'd be annoyed if he scored. And then he scores on the hour mark. Let's just not watch that again. So with 66 minutes, gonna make some subs now. I'll even bring you on board for this sub making. How exciting for you! You know what? John McGinn's gonna go and play up in that number 10 role because I mean, why wouldn't you? Moreno and Cash can both come out for Philogene. Kamara for Dougie. We're gonna leave both the strikers on there, looking quite fresh. I might bring on Brereton Diaz. Closer to 75, 80 if we're needing a little bit of fresh legs up top. But we're just replacing the whole of the midfield and pretty much, and the wingers. It's where all the running happens. It's the engine of the team. So we've got Jaden, Moreno, going to do some madness up and down those wings. Momentum's looking all right, about 50-50 at the moment. Maguire's got a free kick quite deep, plays it short to Malacia, into Martinez. Hopefully we can get that dispossessed from him. Hannibal's into the area. Oh no, he's just scored. Okay, fair enough. He scored for the under-21s apparently. It's impressive. Into injury time, 8 minutes of which hopefully we can see something come through. I haven't made any more changes. Probably could have brought Brereton Diaz on just for those fresh legs, but the strikers are doing all right. Seems to have played through. I did say earlier in the game I'll be happy with the draw, and that's exactly what we've got. Annoyed about the goal that Anthony scored, but we scored 2 in 2 minutes, so I can't really complain. And just a little update on where we are with our leagues, groups, etc. FA Cup, we are into the third round, or at least we're going to be joining the third round. We've got Leeds. The quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup is in about 5 days, so I'm not going to bring that up on camera. If we do get through to the semis, we'll play both of those in a special episode in the middle of January. But we are away against Chelsea, so I'm not holding my breath, to be honest. Premier League, we are up to 6th. A win would have taken us to 6th, but we do have a game in hand where we can squeeze up a few extra positions. As you've just seen, we've qualified from the Conference League group. I don't know when it is that I'm going to find out who I'm playing. Should we have a little butchers? Do you know what? No one tells us. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I think there's another group, actually, because teams are going to drop down, so it's a good few months away. We'll find that out. Watkins is our top scorer in everything, along with us, the average rating, because, as I said, he's a joke. He's equal on goals with Haaland at the moment, both with 19 in the Premier League. And if we go to the Conference League, he is equal... No, he's not. He's second top scorer behind Henry Onyekuru, who used to play for Southampton? Everton. It's close. It was one of them. So, we'll leave it there. As I said, we'll come back, preferably for the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, which will be in here somewhere, or maybe for the Sheffield game. We'll come back at the end of January, see what we've done in the window. Obviously, we've got Gerla and Livramento that's going to be joining us at the start of that month. And hopefully, you'll be joining us for the next episode. There'll be some items over here, so you can click on if you would like to carry on watching. And thank you very much for your time.